Hello and welcome to my review of Ghost of Tsushima.
They are brutal.
I was totally hyped from the E3 2018 trailer, as I'm a complete sucker for anything samurai or martial arts orientated.
We are 80 samurai against an army, fighting to slow the invasion.
As much as I was excited for this game's release, my short attention span caused me to forget about this game.
There must be thousands of them.
Well, along come launch day and I found myself driving down to my local game store to pick up a copy.
And defend our home.
So this is my spoiler-free quick-fire review of Ghost of Tsushima. I have kept the footage early to mid-game to avoid any potential spoilers. Please like and subscribe to help grow this channel.
They are what make us. We are the warriors of Tsushima. We are samurai!
The game revolves around Jin, a samurai warrior fighting for his homeland. The Mongols have invaded the island of Tsushima.
Mongolian? What the hell Mongolian doing here? You Mongolian?
And it's down to you to retake and repel the Mongol Empire. The main story is engaging and enjoyable, and I found it to be very well paced. The art style in this game is simply beautiful. The environment is rich with colours and jam-packed full of detail. Ghost of Tsushima does away with the traditional heads-up display for a more immersive experience, and it is simply amazing.
A true samurai.
There is less distraction on your screen, and you can take in how beautiful the game really is. The changing of the weather truly changes the atmosphere of gameplay, from sunny and colourful to dark, gloomy and eerie.
Dependable and skilled.
The game also comes with a brilliant photo mode, which allows players to come up with some truly breathtaking shots. The game is very samurai film inspired, and it feels like some of the old classic samurai films.
The fastest swordsman in all of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima does away with the industry standard of setting a checkpoint and having an on-screen map or compass to direct you to your next objective. Instead, you select your objective on your map and use the guiding wind to direct you. And to be perfectly honest, I really didn't like this feature at first. I've become so used to having a game give me a direction on a compass to follow that something so different really threw me. In reality, I have become lazy when it comes to quest chains. But after a small adjustment period, I found this new system very addictive, and the game was better off for it. It all adds to how immersive this game is and how it has done away with the distractions. The game keeps HUD details to a minimum, and even these will be hidden during general roaming. You have three resources: your health bar, resolve and ghost mode. Resolve allows you to heal and use special abilities. Ghost mode relies on you killing without taking any damage. Once this bar is full, you can slip into a samurai sort of rage. This really makes you feel like a total badass, and makes some really cinematic scenes. You have side quest chains which are interesting and tie into the main story. As far as side activities, you can either set the guided wind to detect via an upgrade, or you can look out for a bird companion to guide you. The bird will fly by and give you an audio cue to follow. You will then be led to a nearby side activity. Again, all adding to the immersion of this living, breathing island. Shrines are a section that tests your platforming ability with climbs, jumps and navigating terrain. For me, these got old really fast and become more of a chore. Fox shrines, you will need to follow a fox companion who will then lead you to a nearby hidden shrine. Bonus, you can pet the fox at the end, 10 out of 10. With haiku, these areas allow you to create your own haiku from a selection of 3 sentences, the reward being a different headband.
Overwhelming force. Overtaking all it sees. Rushing to the end.
With hot springs, you will get an increase to your health bar after reflecting on your chosen subject.
Mother spent her last weeks in the hot springs. Even then, she'd never get her hair wet.
Bamboo strikes test your memory and speed by following a combination to chop through bamboo, the reward being an increase to your resolve. The combat in this game is some of the best I have ever played. Become the ghost and use stealth to infiltrate and eliminate your targets. This plays very similar to an Assassin's Creed game. Range in this game consists of 2 bows and a blow dart gun. The mix between ghost and range means you can reduce the numbers before getting into close combat. The samurai style has some of the best melee fighting I've ever played. I cannot stress enough how satisfying it is to pull off the perfect parry, perfect combo and slice through foe after foe. It feels so fluid and the animations are brutal. You are given 4 fighting styles which you switch between depending on the foe you are fighting. You are not locked into a specific fighting style either. You can switch between ghost, ranged and samurai at will. You might want to start the attack as ghost to thin the numbers, then range to take out the archers, and finally finish off with a classic sword battle. Standoffs are where you challenge enemies before you enter combat. When done right, this seriously makes you feel like a samurai badass. For the full samurai experience, you get boss fights in the form of duels. This section starts with a cinematic intro, reminiscent of old samurai films. This section you have to block, parry, dodge and attack. This really feels like an old day samurai duel and you walk away from the eternal boss.
Let's see how you move.
Yarikawa is your grave.
The art style is beautiful, immersive and simply breathtaking. The gameplay is polished and makes you really feel like a samurai warrior. Despite a couple of quest chains that seem to drag and the slight repetitiveness of climbing the shrines, Ghost of Tsushima is a solid game that I highly recommend playing. My conclusion is that the game has quickly become one of my all-time favourites, and what a way to say goodbye to the PlayStation 4.
We're all that's left.
There is only one path for us. Find the Mongol leader and end it here.
I'll fight beside you to the end.
I know.